This question requires us to calculate the number of time periods and the interest rate per year for an ordinary annuity or for an annuity which has cash flows at the end of the year or with a calculator with an end mode. So we first start. We need to ensure that the calculator is set to the end mode. If it shows that it is in the begin mode, we go to second, PMT, second, enter. And now the calculator has gone back to its default end mode. So when we turn it off and turn it on again, we see that it has gone back to the end mode for calculations for ordinary annuity. So before we start putting in values, let's ensure that we delete any pre-existing data or any values by second FV, second clear. We can then go ahead and put in values to solve the first question here, where we are looking at the number of time periods. So we have the interest rate per year equal to 6%. So 6 and I by Y, setting the interest rate to be 6%. We don't have a present value, so I have 0 PV. I have a PMT of 1,200, so I am paying $1,200 every year. So I have 1,200, a negative figure, setting it to PMT of 8,200, and I require a future value of $10,000. So 10,000 and FV. Then I compute the number of time periods. So compute N. So I get the number of time periods equal to 6.96. This essentially tells me that if I were to save $1,200 every year in the form of an ordinary annuity, meaning I'm saving this money at the end of every year, if I require to reach $10,000 at an interest rate of 6%, I would need to wait for 6.96 years. Let's look at the next problem, which says that if I'm going to save $1,200 every year in the form of an ordinary annuity, meaning I'm saving this money at the end of the year, if I save for 5 years and I receive $10,000 at the end of the time period or a time period equal to 5, what is the interest rate per annum? So for this, I will first ensure that I delete any pre-existing data. So second, FV, second, clear. This is to ensure that any previous data does not affect my future calculations. So I go ahead and start putting in values. So I have N equal to 5. So 5 N. Need to calculate the I by YR. So I'm going to leave that as is. I'm not starting with any money. PV equal to 0. So 0 PV. I'm going to be investing $1,200 every year. So 1,200 an investment money going out. So PMT. And I receive $10,000 at the end of year 5. So FV equal to 10,000. So I need to compute what the interest rate per annum was. So compute I by Y. So this gives me an interest rate of 25.78%. So with an interest rate of 25.78%, if I save $1,200 every year at the end of the year or as an ordinary annuity, I would then reach $10,000 or I would receive $10,000 at time period T equal to 5.